Sons of Mars, the Coward's Gambit. What is it, and why should you be paying attention? If you were to mix a game, a social experiment, an NFT collection, and a grand community experience together, you'd be pretty close to Sons of Mars. It all takes place in an alternate version of our past. In 50 AD, the Roman god of war returns to the mortal realm and is staging epic battle royale tournaments and games, and you get to be the combatant. Now in Game 1, the Coward's Gambit, there will be 1,000 warriors, who have all been hand-drawn and generated by two amazing artists, Jerome Malaves and Amin Amahada, who have worked on productions like Loki, The Lion King, Wonder Woman, and Maleficent, to name a few. Each of these have rare and interesting traits, but the real crux of all this is the rarity is not necessarily defined by your warrior itself. The rarity will be defined in how long you survive the game. So let's get to gameplay. In this game, there are going to be 6 deadly rounds, where a randomised code powered by Chainlink will kill all warriors at increasing intervals, until we only get to 1 warrior left. But I'll get to that in just a moment. As each of these warriors die throughout the 6 rounds, the metadata on the NFT itself changes. So does its traits and the picture. They will be memorialized as a classic Roman statue. If you die in round 1, it will be an iron statue, and it gets rarer and rarer depending on the round that you've died. And when there is 1 warrior remaining, this warrior will be offered a grand prize of 3 ETH, and has the choice of whether they would like to sell their NFT for the grand prize or keep it. The main way of playing is by buying your warrior and essentially waiting on the luck. But that's not the only thing you can do. You have 2 choices of gambits. Now, what does a gambit mean? A gambit is an act or a remark that is calculated to gain an advantage, especially at the outset of a situation. There are 2 gambits to choose from, 2 choices that each holder has, which gives you a chance of increasing your rarity, but also gets you another chance of winning the main pot. So let's go through each one. The first gambit is the Coward's Gambit. Before the start of each of the 6 rounds, every holder has a choice whether or not to choose this gambit. If you choose the Coward's Gambit, you effectively run away from Mars's game. You cannot and will not be killed. Once the main game is concluded and a winner is ready to receive the grand prize of 3 Ethereum, a random coward is selected to go and steal 2/3 of the main pot. They take 2 Ethereum with them and are offered it instead, leaving the main pot winner with only 1 Ethereum. So what's the catch? Well, every person who chooses this option on their NFT on OpenSea, they will have the trait of being a coward. And number 2, the tally of how many cowards are chosen will not be updated until the end or conclusion of every round. If the number of cowards ever reaches 200 or more, none of the cowards will get anything, and the whole main pot will stay with the main game. That's where the game and experiment comes to play. Gambit number 2 is Mars's Gambit. Now this one is deadly, and it is only for everyone who has already died. Before the start of the final round, there will be 48 hours for everyone who has died to make the fateful choice. Mars's Gambit, if successfully pulled off, will reanimate your warrior in an act of ancient necromancy. You come back as our version of the undead, which looks like this. And you get right back into the main game. Now, only 10% of people who choose this option will become successful. What happens to the other 90%? If you choose Mars's Gambit and you are not successful, your NFT will be burnt from the blockchain. You will lose all holder benefits and you will have lost Mars's Gambit. In the end, there are 3 ways that you can play the Coward's Gambit. You can stick with your luck in the main game, you can steal some luck in the Coward's Gambit, and you can risk it all for one last shot. Every random decision is safe and secure and powered by Chainlink VRF directly in the code. The mint for the Coward's Gambit will be whitelist only, and the only way to get a whitelist is to follow the rules in the Discord. With all that being said, we'll see you at the start of Sons of Mars Game 1, the Coward's Gambit.